two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Catch and shoot. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. For the weary. A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a... We've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. You're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning, because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him out of here.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good one. Fighter will say no mas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance without it.
On to the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Can't land that jab. Good counter punching. just as quickly as the action slows down and he's back up. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't find a home with that jab. The uppercut does not score. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been... There's the bell for round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. That counter punch caught him clean. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Galahad is rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just avoids the left uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. Oh, Roman Gonzalez is hurt. And down goes Chocolatito. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath.
There's the bell to start round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
With this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Well done with that counter shot. Left hook misses. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Come on, you're laying back in the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Let's start the 6. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
A perfect counter lands. His stamina is off the charts. He threw a punch and just got countered. Another scoring shot there. Wanting to land the left hook, but was not successful. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. So the referee says fight on. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did you see that? Chocolatito just got rocked. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. This is a very important break here. And there's the bell for round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Nice counter. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Holding nothing back here in the round. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. the old phrase, this might come down to who wants. And we enter the 8th round. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this match?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That left hook missed. Straight right, just missed, and down goes Galahad. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, certainly.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, but look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2,